Hello my people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to take you through about this lifestyle of being an orphan. You know, no one was born to be an orphan, and every person is just wishing to have their parents still maybe the bonus age, that's 70s or 80s. Even though the death was signed that everybody has to die, but we don't know which death will come and take us. So you find some death grab our parents when we are still young. Some lose their parents when they are still young. Some lose their parents at teenage or adult, or maybe as bonus stage. But this is the time you will develop some funny characters from funny people. This family, their parents died when they were young, so they were brought up with different people, aunts, uncles, and other relatives. But not all relatives are willing to stay with orphans. But I appreciate those who are not willing to stay with orphans, because it might be helpful to others who accept to take the orphans to stay with them but to destroy their life. This family, they got orphans. They accept to stay with these orphans. But the orphans, they were somehow agement of their children. It's funny. People are wicked. They're growing together. You have to take them to school. You have to show them kind of love, same kind of love. You treat them equal. So you find another family. If I just leave this family, other family, they will even the kind of the school. They will take their children to the most expensive school, or the not government school, but private school or international school. Then this one, they will take them to a very low government school. Our government school are also nice, but those are very low. So we'll take them there. Not treating your children at the way they should be. You find even when it comes to this breakfast, it's different. The way you can handle your children is not the same you can handle. Because you just find, my children has to take tea with something. But those ones, they will just have tea without anything. In fact, sometimes they can go. Other family, they will not even have breakfast for these orphan children. The orphan children, even when you were in school, they never have something called breakfast. They wake up, they straight go to school. They come, they give them chores of the house, while their children is just sitting there. You turn children of someone that has got nowhere to go, because you accepted to stay with the children. You decide to turn them as your house nanny. The children are working like something else. You stop even to employ your nanny, because you got them inside your house. They come from school, they work hard for you. They do all the chores before school and after school. Your children come from a posh school, they're being dropped by car school, bus, they're being dropped at your door. They look for something to drink after school. They then have fun, watch and do. These orphan kids, you don't have time for them even to sit in the lounge to watch just the television. Your kids will come from school, have something to eat, they have time to watch television. There's a small gap, there's a big gap in between these children, that even they are growing, that there's no bond between them. Even if they grow, they will not have They will not have bond together because you already brought them in a separate manner. Why can't you just sit down and ask yourself, if at that moment of that time, maybe you are dead, or maybe something happens, then all of you are dead or die. Remember, somebody will also have these children to take care of. Do you think if anybody knew this kind of the story, how you used to take care of these orphans, will wish to have these children and take care of them the same way you treated the other ones? So you going to some houses, the houses is dirty, it's messy, everything is messy, because they are not trained their children to do things. Maybe those orphans, they're out for somewhere, or they're gone home. You push them to village, maybe after close school, to stay with the grandparents. Some grandparents are also wicked like that. When they have their grandchildren, they'll be like, these are just nannies. Fetch firewood, go for water, go look for food, go harvest, go do what? How do you call this one for cow? Cow what? How do you say? Milk cow, and had sheep, or had cow, or any kind of animals you might be having. Take care of your chicken around that you have. So you find that most people fail, those who are born wicked, to not to treat other people, kids, like they say they're theirs. Um, I just sit and ask myself, you've been to school and you find some kids are very depressed. Even when comes time for going home, they don't want to go home because of mistreatment, because of kind of the, how do you call, reception they receive at home. They just have fear in them. Some even they got proper marks on their body. If you see the marks, but if you just go deep and find what happened to those bodies, you find there's maybe beatings, there's scratches, there's how do you call? Maybe they were hit by with something blunt. They've been we can't go without beating these kids. But you volunteer to stay. No one push you to stay with these kids. Sometimes it's good that even to push these kids in maybe orphanage homes than accepting you can treat them. This is why you find some street kids, not because they wish. They go to street because the failure of people that who are left to take care of them. You sitting there mistreating somebody's son. Remember, these kids were also being born. They were just born and carried with the mothers for 9 good months. And you find these orphans, they're always very clever. Even in school, they got knowledge, they got some wisdom in them. You will find that one of this family, this they used to bring good results, despite them going to school without breakfast, despite being held with some like chores at the house. They get late to school. Sometimes they fail even to do homework, because they were told the electricity bill will be high. So they rush to school just to do the assignment. A good teacher will understand, but not a good teacher will just like, why didn't you do my assignment? They want one to listen. So you find these kids being clever than the ones that being treated like king and queens. They're very clever to an extent. They pass the exam, they've been invited to maybe universities or whatever, or even if it is high school, even if it is the next step that may be needed. They will lack fee even to join. This is the time this person, even if he has fee, the person who are able to sponsor you and to pay you as a guardian will withdraw that he doesn't have fee, he doesn't have fare, he doesn't have any kind of income to support you. So this is the time your journey of school is going to end. You are going to stop schooling, not because of your wish, because you're being born orphan. You are here and you are clever and you've passed your exam, but their children have failed and terribly failed. But despite even the children has failed, they're still being looked like having time to look for a proper school for them. They will go, even if to bribe other schools, they will go and continue with it. But still, they will just have to fail because they were not born naturally clever. So this will lead us to maybe early marriages, because you're just there, you have got nothing to do. Some will go and do even house help, early marriage, street kids. Some become thieves and thugs, not because of their wish, because they were left an orphan. But the people that accepted to take care of them, pulling their heads to the wall that they can't handle anymore. Frustration, beatings, not eating, you do chores, the children here hates you, they call you name, kind of being born an orphan. I say in my video, I was born in a ghetto life, slum, so I know how it contains when you are orphan. If you're orphan and you come from rich family, it's also still the same. You still have to face this. Even if you are in a poor background, you still have to face it, provided who is taking care of you as children. Some people will never have like differences between the orphan and the children. You can't even tell, these are the children, this is the orphan. Treat them the same. They will handle them and that's bring more blessing in the family. But you there, cousin, you're not talking like badly of an orphan or mistreating an orphan is like bringing curse by yourself. So there are things that will happen into your life. You're thinking that something is wrong somewhere. It's just because of you, how you're treating the orphans. So in this life, it's good to understand the situation, how life should be handled. You don't look life at easy, it is now, but look at its future, what will happen in future, in the days to come. If you are dealing with your kids like this, what will happen with them maybe tomorrow? You think they are safe, but you don't know what will happen to them tomorrow. So, kindly, if you have an orphan, if you find you are mistreating this orphan, just look for somebody and give them to that person who is willing to take care of them. There are people even here who are in need of children. They're really out there looking for children they don't have. And also we have the orphanage home. Don't mistreat people, kids, or don't mistreat orphans. Orphan is an orphan, whether kid or whatever. Don't mistreat orphan. Let the orphan also have the voice. If you try it, it's going to be a big blessing. And you will love it. Otherwise, thank you for making me to grow as my viewers and subscribers. Thank you. Next video. Bye.